यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानम् अधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम् परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृताम् धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे. Welcome back to my all devotees to your favorite channel, The Beauty of Bhagavad Gita. I gave you the name devotee because devotee is a person who is completely surrendered to the Lord Krishna. So I think all the persons who are seeing my video are completely believe in God, believe in faith of God. So I gave the name devotee to all of you. So welcome back my dear devotees to your favorite channel, The Beauty of Bhagavad Gita. So let's start the session. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Bhagavad Gita is also known as Gitopanishad. It is the essence of Vedic knowledge and one of the most important Upanishads in Vedic literature. Of course, there are many commentaries in English on the Bhagavad Gita and one may question the necessity for another one too. The spirit of Bhagavad Gita is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita itself. It is just like this: if we want to take a particular medicine, then we have to follow the directions written on the label. We can't take the medicine according to our own whim or the direction of a friend. It must be taken according to the directions on the label or the directions given by a physician. Similarly, Bhagavad Gita should be taken or accepted as it is directed by the speaker himself. The speaker of Bhagavad Gita is Lord Sri Krishna. He is mentioned on every page of Bhagavad Gita as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So let's start the text 1. धर्म क्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेता जिजुस्थवः मामकाः पांडवांचैव किम कुर्वत संचय. That means Dhritarashtra said, "O Sanjay, after my sons and the sons of Pandu assembled in the place of pilgrimage at Kurukshetra, desiring to fight, what did they do?" Purport: Bhagavad Gita is the widely read theistic science summarized in the Gita Mahatmya, which is known as glorification of the Gita. There it says that one should read Bhagavad Gita very scrutinizingly with the help of a person who is a devotee of Sri Krishna. The only person who understands the Bhagavad Gita who is devotee of Sri Krishna and try to understand it without personally motivated interpretation. The example of clear understanding is there in the Bhagavad Gita itself, in the way the teaching is understood by Arjuna, who heard the Gita directly from the Lord. If someone is fortunate enough to understand the Bhagavad Gita in that line of disciplic succession, without motivated interpretation, then he surpasses all stories of Vedic wisdom and all scriptures of the world. One will find in the Bhagavad Gita all that is contained in other scriptures also. But the reader will also find things which are not to be found elsewhere. This is the specific standard of the Gita. It is the perfect theistic science because it is directly spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna. The topics discussed by Dhritarashtra and Sanjay, as described in the Mahabharata, form the basic principle for this great philosophy. It is understood that this philosophy evolved on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, which is a sacred place of pilgrimage from the immemorial time of the Vedic age. It was spoken by the Lord when he was present personally on this planet for the guidance of mankind. The word Dharma Kshetra, a place where religious rituals are performed, is significant because on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead was present on the side of Arjuna. Dhritarashtra, the father of Kurus, was highly doubtful about the possibility of his son's ultimate victory. In his doubt, he inquired from his secretary Sanjay, what did they do? He was confident that both his sons and the sons of his younger brother Pandu were assembled in the field of Kurukshetra for a determined engagement of the war. Still, his inquiry is significant. He didn't want a compromise between the cousins and brothers. And he wanted to be sure of the fate of his sons on the battlefield because the battle was arranged to be fought at Kurukshetra, which is mentioned elsewhere in the Vedas as a place of worship. Even for the denizens of heaven, Dhritarashtra became very fearful about the influence of the holy place on the outcome of the battle. He knew very well that this would influence Arjuna and the sons of Pandu favorably. Because by nature they were all virtuous. Sanjay was a student of Vaisya, and therefore by the mercy of Vaisya, Sanjay was able to envision the battlefield of Kurukshetra even while he was in the room of Dhritarashtra. And so Dhritarashtra asked him about the situation on the battlefield. Both the Pandavas and the sons of Dhritarashtra belong to the same family. They are the brothers. But Dhritarashtra's mind is disclosed herein. He deliberately claimed only his sons as Kurus, not the Pandavas. And he separated the sons of Pandu from the family heritage. One can thus understand the specific position of Dhritarashtra in his relationship with his nephews. The sons of Pandu, as in the paddy field, the unnecessary plants are taken out. So it is expected from the very beginning of these topics that in this religion field of Kurukshetra, where the father of religion, Sri Krishna, was present, the unwanted plants like Dhritarashtra's son Duryodhana and others would be wiped out, and the thoroughly religious persons headed by the Yudhishthira would be established by the Lord. This is the significance of the words Dharmakshetra and Kurukshetra apart from their historical advent. This was the text 1 of Bhagavad Gita. So if you like it, like, comment and share and subscribe. If you don't understand anything, so comment in my section, I will answer. So thank you. The next part will be uploaded soon, tomorrow. Thank you.